Today on the channel, we're back at it with another retro unboxing from Grapplers and Gimmicks. This time, we're at the beginnings of the Attitude Era with the British Bulldog.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Grapplers and Gimmicks retro unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith from the Hart Foundation era. But for all your British Bulldog needs, and there's going to be a lot of them, head over to grapplersandgimmicks.com. And of course, they got more British Bulldogs on the way. We got a Diana Hart Smith 2-pack version. We got another single British Bulldog. It's all coming up Bulldog the last year or so in the retro lines, the elite lines, all over the place. A lot of people are remembering, of course, Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And the British Bulldog, like I said, no stranger to action figures, no stranger to retro figures. Of course, going back to his old Hasbro figure. And we just recently unboxed the British Bulldogs 2-pack from Epic Toys on the channel. We'll compare those to this one later on in this very video. But without further ado, let's start it off. Let's see what old Davey Boy Smith is up to here in the Grapplers and Gimmicks line. Just recently unboxed the fabulous Rougeau Brothers Chef's Kiss over there. Will the Bulldog continue that? Looking pretty good from the start right here. Grapplers and Gimmicks right there. You got the figure going on. Glamour shot. Very Hasbro-inspired packaging. Got the action feature call-out. There is no action feature there. Real vintage style figure with Power Slam, it says. Of course, British Bulldog on there. Ages 18 and up. Thank you, Mark Summers, for asking. Mark Summers on the couch, ladies and gentlemen. You know what to do, Mark. You know. You've been through it a time or two. Collect them all. King Nelson. Downtown Bruno. One of the ones I'm the most excited for is that Downtown Bruno. Of course, Harvey Whippleman, we got him back in the day in the Jakks Classic Superstars series. Going to be really cool to get him here. I am going to pair him up with Giant Gonzalez Hasbro. Very cool to get those two together here in the future, so stay tuned to that unboxing. Can't wait for that. James W. Ware, a.k.a. Coco Beware, around the corner as well, and then we're doing British Bulldog 97 right now. Looking good, though, on the back of the package. Really does feel like a Hasbro figure. Also, very tough to get off the card. I mean, we talked about it, I think, in the last unboxing. The Smoke Train Godfather and Ahmed Johnson, I think, were falling off the card for some people. We're not falling off the card for me, but some people had it. And ever since, I think, he said, let's double up on the glue. Let's double up on everything. I don't want anything to ever fall off the card ever again. And these are probably the strongest retro cards to stay on the package that there absolutely is. I mean, oh my gosh, you have to really give it some force to get it out of the package. I will say that. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And there it is. It's about as clean as I can do it in the old plastic prison. See you later. Goodbye. And then, of course, I do save these. See you later. Goodbye. And we got the Bulldog out of the package here. Man, oh man, very nice. Very, very nice first impression here. And also my first impression with this one is, man, I wish I had a Bret Hart, an Owen, a Jim Neidhart, and a Brian Pillman in the retro line to go along with this one. Because he's got his little vest on, got the Bulldog on the back, the Hart Foundation. Really makes me yearn to have all these guys right here together. Don't think that's in the cards from the Grapplers and Gimmicks line, unfortunately. But man, this is a good-looking figure. Good skin tone color on the British Bulldog here. Good head sculpt for this era, British Bulldog. Short hair for him at the time here. Looking very good in the black. Got the two black caterpillars for eyebrows, looking on brand. And a little bit of a mean-mugging face on Bulldog right here. This is heel Bulldog, of course. Man, it looks really, really good. Now, you got the black vest. You've got some of the studs painted in there. Maybe a little bit short, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a little bit short on him. So it's not terrible, but it does look like it's riding up on him a little bit. But it does look really nice. You got the sculpted-in tassels, sculpted-in wrist tape around there as well. Looking very nice. Of course, Union Jacks all over the place on the trunks. You got some of the tassels down on the legs, like a young Texas Tornado or Ultimate Warrior, of course, looking good. Just a very, very nice rendition of the Bulldog here. Now, articulation arms goes all the way around. You do get the bend at the elbow. Very Greg the Hammer Valentine-esque and plenty more. Owen Hart, you name it. from the old Hasbro days. You can see that pin in the arm, of course, looking interesting. No articulation on the fist here. We got 2 fists of fury. You got the waist articulation. You got the head articulation. No peg hole on the bottom. It is what it is. That is the retro articulation. But boy, it looks good here. And like I said, it's like, I love this figure. This figure looks really good for what it's trying to represent. But then at the same time, I'm like, man, I'm just a little bummed we're never going to have the Neidhart to match it. We're not going to have the Brian Pillman or the Bret Hart. You guys get the picture there. But really fun for what it is. If you're a Bulldog fan, you got to have this one in your collection. But a very, very nice figure. I tell you what, these figures keep feeling like they're getting better and better from the Grapplers and Gimmicks line. I know Mitch gets a hard time out there on social media a lot, but man, he is turning and burning, constant learning, constant improvement. You can't knock the hustle there. They call him the hustle man after all. But consistency is key. Getting better every time is key. And that's what we're seeing here. You can't fault that at all. I know everybody's got their detractors. We know how that goes. But man, really good stuff coming out from the Hassel Toys Grapplers and Gimmicks line right here. Really liking this Bulldog. My only gripe, like I said, is that I'm not going to have the rest of the team. It feels a little unfinished. But that's the way it does go. But we got Bulldog ×2. Of course, you got the original Hasbro figure from way back in the day. And then we got the recently released Epic Toys version. So you got the earliest version, kind of middle of the road, and kind of towards the end of the career a little bit here for the Bulldog. So all eras and then more in between coming from Grapplers and Gimmicks. So stay tuned to those unboxings in the future here on the channel. But there it is, the old British Bulldog. What are your guys' thoughts? A pickup for you? Do you feel like me that, man, I wish I had that whole era of the Hart Foundation on my shelf? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. Even more content on Patreon, exclusive stuff as well, and your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel, of course, over at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. My book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstar Series, now available on Kindle. So if you're a Kindle user, now's your chance to shine. Check that out. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Grapplers and Gimmicks and the British Bulldog, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.